Killer Affair by Rebecca Chance. Read by Imogen Church. Prologue. It was an ocean liner come to rest in the heart of London, its glittering, prow-shaped facade jutting towards the Thames. From its terraces and balconies the view was unparalleled. The beautiful curve of the Playhouse Theatre with its glowing lights, the flow of boats along the wide river, the sprawl of the South Bank beyond, London's bounty spread like a fabulous offering of endless possibilities to the gilded, privileged guests who occupied the penthouse suites. However, the young woman who was climbing out of the black cab outside the hotel entrance on Whitehall was in no mood for relaxing on a private balcony with a glass of champagne, resting her arms on the rail, gazing down over the glittering city as she made plans for that evening. Her jaw was set determinedly, her eyes hard. The liveried doorman, reaching into the cab for her 2 suitcases, asked if she was a guest at the hotel, to which she responded curtly that no. She had a booking at the spa and needed to check her luggage. If the doorman thought it was strange for a day spa visitor to arrive with a pair of large, battered suitcases, there was not a hint of that reaction on his face. His demeanour remained entirely polite and neutral as he carried them inside. Privately, he speculated that, judging by the airline tags on the cases, she had come straight from the airport. Her deep tan, together with the dark shadows under her eyes and her air of jet-lagged exhaustion, were clear indicators that it had been a long-haul flight. Perhaps she was heading for the spa to restore herself after a taxing trip. But then he asked himself, why did she look like a woman on a mission, rather than one who couldn't wait to float in the swimming pool, gazing up at the flickering, hypnotic waves reflected on the dove-grey ceiling, after sweating out the stress of the trip in the steam room? And then, as he handed her the cloakroom ticket for the suitcases, the doorman looked her directly in the face for the first time and realised who she was. It took all of his professionalism not to acknowledge that he had recognised her as he wished her a pleasant visit to the spa.
"Was that?"
the other doorman asked under his breath.
"Yes,"
he said just as quietly. Any public discussion of famous hotel guests was grounds for instant dismissal. The second doorman shook his head.
"That was rough,"
he said sympathetically. They were standing side by side, no guests needing assistance with doors or luggage. It was a perfect moment for a swift exchange of gossip.
"Going through that on live TV. Everyone watching you get totally shafted." "She got no sympathy from my missus, I can tell you," the first doorman said. "Thinks it's no more'n she deserved. Practically threw a party to celebrate."
His colleague grinned.
"Yeah, the wives are bound to feel that way, eh?"
he said.
"All things considered."
Upstairs in the spa, the young woman was explaining that she had rung an hour ago to book a day pass, and the receptionist, a very attractive Eastern European called Irina, with a strong accent but perfect command of English, was asking if she would like to add on any massage treatments. Irina found the young woman just as brusque, as oddly determined as the doorman had done. As Irina explained to her that her day pass, costing £145, included full gym access and a light lunch, the young woman seemed entirely uninterested in what she was purchasing for that considerable amount of money, apart from the spa access itself. That was unusual enough. Even more so was her indifference to the elegant foyer with its open line of flickering flames set into a curving black glass surround, its white walls and even whiter floor polished to a glossy mirror-like sheen. Guests almost always commented on the fireplace, or at least glanced around, appreciating the sheer luxury of the surroundings. This one, however, might have been standing in a council gym smelling of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?